Hi, could someone let me know if you can hear me? That would be great so we can get started. All right, great. Glad I can hear you guys. Wonderful. I made it. Okay, so we have an interesting show tonight. I'm glad you guys are joining me. Thank you so much. So, hello, Peggy and Michelle and Davy, Brenda, Michelle, Peggy, uh, and Davy. So let's get started, shall we? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for all your support and care. I really, really appreciate it. And my subscriber base have went up. Let me tell you what that is. I'm turning my phone on to get that so I can be very accurate with you. 1 second. Thank you for 16,000 plus subscribers. Give yourself a hand. That is so, so nice. Great, great, great. You guys rock. You guys rock. You know, I couldn't do this without you guys. And I really, really appreciate it because, you know, I try to give out moral support, but it's great to get it back. And you guys do that for me. Every time you watch a video, you give me a comment, you share a video, you subscribe. All of those things make Grandma Ray smile. And I love you for that. Okay. Okay. So did you see my titles? Let's get started on, oh, thank you for all the congratulations. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so listen, tonight we're going to be talking about our lost stimulus payment. Where is it? Where is our stimulus payment? You know, that's a problem, right? So let's talk about it. Here's a question. It's been many months since we got our last stimulus financial blessing. Many, many months. Okay. How are you or people you know holding out financially? Do you really need this money? What struggles are you struggling with because they have taken months and months to give us another stimulus check? You know, let's face it, the last 1200 has been long gone. We use that on necessities and we need another one. Tell me what's your struggle around that and how could it help you in your household? Another question is, are you in financial need of the help like yesterday, or are you getting by? The next question, are you struggling with your rent payments, credit cards, car note, daycare fee, food, any of those things? What's your struggle? Let's really put that out on the table tonight. And you know what? We're all struggling, so it's no reason why we can't just really talk about this, because when you talk about it, we help each other, because maybe something that you may say, that someone else may say, oh, I'm having that same struggle, right? Or maybe they can say something that could help you. Okay. Rents have increased, guys. So if you're in a place, don't move. Whatever you do, don't move, because rents have definitely increased. And why is that? Let's discuss why rents have increased. I have my answers why, but I want to hear yours first. Okay. So the next thing we're going to talk about is landlords, homeowners, and who are now renting out rooms. So landlords are now renting out rooms, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them are renting out rooms. Why do you think that is? You think that they're struggling financially also, and they're trying to hang on to their property. Let's talk about that. And have you heard about that? I have, and they're going for $800-900 for a room, and that includes all utilities. That is enormous. Now, probably their some of them are renting out 2 and 3 rooms. Now, probably their mortgage is, I'm gonna guess, maybe a couple of thousand. You need 800 from each person. Okay, so that shows you how real the struggle is, right? And what about if that's a good idea for you? What do you think about that? Could you rent out a room and help your bottom line? What do you think? Would your landlord allow that? Okay. And then the last thing we're going to talk about is kids. Who's teaching the kids? If you got to go to work, how do you manage to teach? Maybe you have someone in grammar school, maybe you have someone in high school, and you got to go to your job. How does all of that work? And are these kids left alone to turn on the computer and do this work themselves? I know several people, and the computer keeps crashing because they live in an area where they don't get good internet. So how does that work? Who's helping the kids then? And also as a parent or parents, are you equipped to really teach your kids? Some of the like especially the math is really way beyond us. When we went to school, we didn't have math like that. So do you need to now go to school to learn how to teach your kids? Let's talk about it, okay? So let's open this up. So let's see what we got to say about this. Okay. Michelle says the struggle is real except for food situation. Michelle, tell us about your struggle. How is it real? And, are you saying that if the food situation in your house is okay? Or let us know, please. Explain that. Diana says food has increased as well. Yes, food has definitely increased, and it's getting worse. It doesn't seem like it's getting better. Yes, everything is on the shelves now. We don't have, the grocery stores I go to, I don't see any empty spaces. They have chicken and they have all the meats, the ground beef and everything, but the prices have definitely went up. And how does that help your bottom line? You're not getting any more money. So how does that work? Brenda said, I still have difficulty finding household cleaning supplies. Brenda, maybe you might want to decide that, okay, maybe you can't get all the cleaning supplies you used to get. And maybe you can just cut down to maybe a few cleaning supplies, or 1 or 2, and look up and see what home remedy cleaning supplies that you can make with the items that you can find. Okay. Annette says you were on for about 2 minutes. Yes, I was. You couldn't hear me. So now I'm glad that you can hear me. Thank you for telling me that. Okay, so I want to give my feedback while I'm waiting on you guys to chime in. I want to talk about the kids. I think the kids are really suffering, and they went for about 4 months this past school year with no education and very little help from the school system. I think that they're going to all be behind. Now, are they going to just promote them anyway? Of course, they are, because they can't keep all of them back, right? What do you think? Okay, Kenneth says, there are some empty spaces in our food stores. I have to wait sometimes for a shipment to come in. What state are you in, Kenneth? Let us know. And, um, are your prices up as well? Michelle says, the bills keep coming and the money isn't. We typically have food security by good grace of God. Oh, beautiful. And I want to help you guys tonight with your food costs. Don't try to feed your family the way you used to. Maybe everybody got a pork chop in your house. Well, everybody can't get a pork chop anymore. Maybe you can give everybody a half of a pork chop. As long as you got 4 ounces of meat, they are going to get satisfied in terms of what they need. Okay. And cut back that way so that you can stop going to the grocery store constantly with money that you can now use in other areas because you're short. Okay. Okay. Davy says, he's in a struggle with car insurance. I really need it without a job. Okay, so car insurance, let's talk about that. So one of the things that you should do is you should go on your phone and put in car insurance, cheap car insurance. And they're going to come up with a number of companies that you can shop around at and get the cheapest one. Because if you stay with the same company, then your payment is not going to change. If you shop around, you can find that you can go with a cheaper company. That's what I would suggest for car insurance. Okay. Okay. Anna says, we struggle a little, but thank the Lord, we will get by. Well, thank God for the Lord that's on your side. But, if you're struggling, right, the struggle only gets worse unless we make some changes. So let's say that, you're struggling. You need to make some changes with things that you can do something about. Now, I know you all don't want to hear this, but the cable bill is not a necessity. I go on my channel. I gave you about 25 free channels that is definitely in the same competition as Hulu, as Netflix. And so, you can look at those avenues. Those are all free. Also, if you have to have cable, let's look at Hulu. Hulu is $5.99 a month. And it has quite a few of your local channels. And if you put a search in, you usually can come up with it. You might want to check that out. I found OWN on Hulu. Would you believe that? OWN channel, OWN. So you guys need to look at that avenue first, okay? Other things that you need to look at, maybe you can partner up with other people and get a family plan with these cell phones, because the cell phones is another thing that's out of control. And guys, whatever you do, you got to stop getting these contracts with these cell phones. A contract does nothing but locks you in. They have you paying a payment on some kind of iPhone or something. Nowadays, until things calm down, maybe you don't need an iPhone. Maybe you just need a regular Android phone. I know it's not popular, but hey, you could save a lot of money. I know people that are paying $75 to $100 a month because they got to pay on the phone part and the monthly payment because they're in this contract. See if you can sell the phone to get out the contract to somebody else, put that up on eBay or somewhere, and see if you can get out the contract, and then join in with your sister, mother, or somebody to go into a family plan to cut some of this expense down. Okay, Kenneth is in California. Prices are very high for food. The food chains have sales, but the prices have gone up a lot. Okay, and they know that we're in a crunch. Okay, they're in a crunch, we're in a crunch. So things like soup, you can spread the meal, right? It costs a lot less to put a few pieces of meat in soup. Like, you can take 2 chicken breasts and make a pot of soup, versus if you have 4 in your family, it would take 4 chicken breasts to put on the plate, right? You can do things like stews, casseroles. Let's start thinking towards those lines, okay? All right. Brenda said, thank you for all the suggestions for cleaning supplies. You're welcome, Brenda. Annette says, it took a while to realize you are saying room, which rhymes with broom. Oh, really? Okay. You are saying run? I don't know, Annette, about that. Maybe I'm not understanding what you're saying, Annette. Annette also said, I made my own cleaning supplies with red old-fashioned Lysol that I had, she had around. Okay, so Brenda, Annette, if you would be so kind to go on my comment section and on my channel and list the ingredients, how you made your cleaning supplies for Brenda. I'm sure Brenda would appreciate that. Okay, now Diana said, yes, make up your own cleaning supplies. Okay, Diana's with you, Brenda. She said make up your own. Anna said, we struggle a little, but thank God for, and I did that one already. She want to thank the Lord that they're getting by. Okay. Michelle said in the beginning, the bills keep coming and the money isn't. So let's talk about that. So you're not getting any more money, but the bills are coming. So you got to figure out what you can do about getting more money, because the bills are definitely a problem. And I also want to touch bases on do not, guys, do not move at this time. This is not a good time to move. Rents have definitely went up. They have increased rents by a couple of $100 a month. And right now, President Trump has put in place so that the rent, you can stay in your place until the end of December. So don't move, because at least you got some protection where you are. Okay. And figure out what you can do next. So one of the things that the landlords are doing, and you can go on Facebook and check this out, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of landlords who are now renting out rooms in their house. Now, why do you think that is? I know why that is. That's because they're struggling also, and everybody is about to lose their shirt. And we don't know if the sickness that have plagued us nationwide is about to do round 2 or not. We don't know. Okay, Diana said, but we still need the internet, which is still ridiculously high without the cable, because the internet has become a necessity. Without the internet, we can't watch Hulu or all the other free apps. Yes, you do need the internet, but now check this out. When you have the cable and the internet, you just tripled your bill. Also, you know, the internet is usually around $60. It could be up to $80, but it's around $60 or less. If you add the cable part, you're talking another $100. You don't have to do both. You can just do the internet. That's all you need to survive. Now, if you do not have a smart TV, you do have to get a Fire Stick or a Roku. I suggest the Roku, because the Roku has 2,000 channels free of charge, and the rest of them you have to pay. But at least you can get 2,000 free of charge, and they have a lot of your local news and a lot of your local shows, as well as some other free entertainment, like the religious channels and stuff like that. So you guys need to really consider that. Grandma Ray haven't had cable in over 3 years. No cable. I do everything with the apps because the apps is causing me to save money, and I'm struggling just like everybody else. So yes, I go with I do Hulu, which is $5.99 a month, and then I was doing Philo. I'm not going to do Philo after this month because that's $20 a month, and I found that all the channels that I was watching on Philo is now on Hulu, so I don't need to pay the extra money. So my entertainment is going to be $5.99 a month for Hulu, and then all the other free channels that I put on my channel. And also, by the way, guys, you don't have to have just the free channels. If let's say if you want HBO, you can just select HBO. I believe that's $12.99 a month or somewhere around there. So you can see how you can still get some of the entertainment that you like for a lot cheaper. You know, I know people that are paying anywhere from $150 to $250 on the cable bill. That's insane. And don't listen to that bundle thing, because believe me, you can break that down and pay for what you want. Okay. Kenna says $40 for internet per month without cable or phone. Okay, and guys, just so you know, you all have phone capability. That's a house phone. If you buy what's called a Magic Jack, it costs, I believe, well, it used to cost $69 when I bought mine. And you hook one into the router and one into your house phone, and you set that up on the computer, and now you have a house phone. So if you got a phone for everybody in the house, let's say all the kids got a cell phone and all of that, and you want to cut back on some of that, you can just put this Magic Jack on, and now you can cut out some of those cell phones. And the Magic Jack, once you pay the $69, you're good for 1 year. You don't pay another dime for 1 year. At the beginning of the second year, you pay $37, $37 for the second year. That's it. So you can have a house phone. So those are options that are right there right now for free. But the cable company don't tell you that because they want to sell you a house line when they know that all they're going to do is hook it up to that same router that you could have just did with the Magic Jack. Okay, Anna, that's so true. That's what I am doing. It's cheaper. Smart TV and Fire TV. And oh, by the way, if you guys ever have to buy a TV, I switched and I bought all Roku TVs. Now I don't even have to buy the Roku device. I'm all set. The whole TV is Roku. And now at all times, I can get over 2,000 channels free of charge. Okay. Annette says, some days my meals only include bacon bits. Well, you know what? It's nothing wrong with that. Okay. We seem to think that we always have to have meat all the time. We don't have to have meat all the time. Actually, it'd be good if we could have some vegetables, vegetable meals, because you know, if we do vegetable meals, we're really getting a lot of benefits from the vegetables, right? And by the way, coming up, I'm going to cook you a vegetable lasagna. You can look forward to that. That is definitely coming. So you guys know also, I already started my Thanksgiving meals, okay? So what I've been doing for the last, I think maybe a week and a half, I've been cooking things that you would want to cook or you may like to cook for Thanksgiving, so that I can prepare you ahead of time, so that when it's time for you to shop for Thanksgiving, you can just say, oh yeah, I want to make this. And so if you want me to make something in particular, please comment on my channel. And then, and if you comment on here tonight, I need you to also comment again, because I can't sit and write it down while I'm live, but I will definitely make it for you. So let's say you want peach cobbler. You just say, hey, Grandma, can you make me peach cobbler? And you got it. And I'm going to make the peach cobbler, and I'm going to give you a shout out. Okay. How about that? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Davy says, cable bills are not necessary to me. I will suggest buy an internet, or just as good, at least you don't have to pay per month. And I have that also. That is definitely another good idea, Davy. So I paid $11 for the internet. The antenna. It's a little block thing like this. Years ago we used to have the rabbit ear, but now they got a little better. So it's a block device like this, and it comes with a 6 feet cord so that you can take it over to the window, and it will bring in some channels. And I have maybe, I'd say, 20 channels from that, so you can see. And these are your local channels. This is what you're paying for. Half of the cable is they're selling something to you on one channel and repeating the news or a show on another channel. It's just endless. Just do away with cable. Ban cable. Okay. Kenneth says, thank you for suggesting eating veggies too. And all veggie day is a great idea. It is. You should have a veggie week. Maybe 2 days out of a week, have a veggie week. Why not have a veggie day, a pasta day? For real. You don't have to have meat on those days. Okay? And consider that, right? Maybe you can even have a breakfast night for dinner, because you have to start scaling back. And if you don't teach people in your household that it's a new day and time, it's a struggle, they don't get it. So you need to show them by showing how you're going to cut back in many ways. Okay. Diana says, thank you, because I have the internet and phone why bill is so high. Magic Jack, I need to check it out. Yes, please check it out. I'm telling you, it works. And also, Magic Jack is directly linked to the police station. So if you have to dial 911, it's beautiful. I'm telling you, if you lose your phone in the house, you don't have to worry about it. You can just go to your Magic Jack phone and dial your phone number, and bingo, you find your phone. Okay. Okay, Davy says, I would like to make sweet potato pie. Do a channel with that. Okay, all right. So remember, I want you to remind me tomorrow when I put up the next video, because I can't write it down now, but I'll try to remember that. Sweet potato pie. And I do have sweet potato pie on my channel already, but I think I'll come up with a new twist that will make you love it even more. How about that, huh? Would you like that? Oh, you got that coming, okay? All right, Davy. Roxana said, thank you for teaching me how to cook cabbage. Oh, you're so welcome. I just bought some cabbage today. I'm going to cook a cabbage stew with sausage. So look forward to that. And I hope you like that as well. Cabbage is one of those vegetables that really you get a big punch for your money. I think I paid $2 today for the cabbage. And once you cut that up, oh goodness, you have so much cabbage, it's unbelievable. So you just have to make sure you cook it in a way where the kids will like it. Okay, they don't like it boiled, so don't boil it. Okay, but I'm gonna show you how to make it with some sausage, and that's coming up. Okay, Kenneth says butternut squash recipe. Okay, Kenneth, make sure you comment to me tomorrow on the butternut squash. Okay, and you got it. Okay, and then I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to buy a turkey, right? Now, you know, you all do not eat the whole turkey. It's nice to have the big bird on the table so when people come that you can impress them and everything. And basically, a lot of it gets wasted because, you know, you got people cutting into it and they get their big chunk and a bunch of the little pieces don't get eaten, right? And then, so I'm going to show you, number one, how to actually cut a turkey up. Yes, just like you cut up a whole chicken, I'm going to show you how to cut up a turkey. And then I'm going to show you what to do with the different parts and how many meals you can get out of one turkey. Oh, you're not going to believe it. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Okay. Okay. Davy said, laugh out loud. Okay. All right. Great. Okay. So listen, let's go back to our questions. What about the stimulus? The stimulus payment? Do you think that the Democrats and the Republicans have forgotten us? You think that they need to step it up? You think they need to realize that we are struggling? What about the next stimulus check? And is anyone out there still owed the last one? Let's talk about that. I know one thing. I'm still owed my income tax return that I filed in April. I still haven't gotten it yet. Can't get them on the phone. As soon as I get them on the phone, they tell me to go to the portal and put in my information. I go over there and it says it has no information for me. And they claim that that's because of the stimulus. Okay, well, we haven't seen a stimulus in months, and I still haven't seen my my income tax return. What about you guys? Let's talk about the stimulus. Roxana said, okay, sounds good. Now, let's do it, Roxana. I agree, she said. All right. Davey said, they are playing games with the stimulus package. Yes, I think they are. And you know what? The game is going to be over soon because when they don't give up the stimulus to help the people are not going to be happy about that in 8 weeks. They're just not, you know, so they need to really look at how they're supposed to be serving us and helping us. And please give up the stimulus check. Okay. Davey said, okay, I already read his question. Anna says, the White House is a mess right now. So sad. It is. But you know what? Prayer changes things. We need to start praying that things turn around and that we be blessed with what we need, because we need a blessing right now. And guys, another thing that you can do is, you know, you can consider, would you consider renting out a room in your house? Let's talk about that. Would that help your bottom line? It's something to think about because, you know, we talk about the cable bill and all of that stuff, the car note. What about the credit cards? Oh, by the way, guys, I know some people that their credit card got frozen because they were late on their payment. You know, had we got the stimulus check, they might have not been late on the payment, but they was late. And so now not only did the credit get frozen, it's a mark on their credit now. And, you know, that's not right. You know what I mean? Because the credit card companies know that we're all in a pinch and in a struggle due to the sickness that's going on nationwide. Okay. Darius said, no stimulus until after the election. It's the Democrats' favor if no stimulus gets passed. Well, it should be. I don't agree with that. I think we need a stimulus now. Stimulus should have nothing to do with anything that they're concerned about or arguing about, Democrats or Republicans. We need the stimulus now because we're hurting now. I went to the grocery store today, and when I got to the register, I couldn't tell them at the register that I didn't get my stimulus. No, I just had to pay up. So we need the stimulus now. Definitely now. Okay, so what are you guys doing with your children? Are you all homeschooling your kids? Are your kids in school? Are they learning remotely? What's going on with the kids? Let's talk about that. Darius says it's politics. Oh, I agree with that. But, politics or no politics, we need the stimulus check because lives are dependent on this. Anna says, we will get a stimulus check. It will be coming soon. Oh, okay. I says, well, I surely hope so, Anna. That definitely sounds good, and I'm glad that you're hopeful. But we need it like yesterday. We really do. People really, really could use that money. I'm telling you. Roxana say, I pray that it all works out for everyone. I pray that too. And I pray that it happens soon. Okay. So let's see here. Diana says they just stalling until the election. Well, I don't know how that's going to work out for them. So I don't know how stalling is going to help them. I don't think it's going to help them because people are not going to be happy about that. And that's going to reflect on the way they feel at that time. So I don't think that's going to work for them. So I have a granddaughter, and she's remotely learning from home. And the internet is not always good, or the program that the school is on is not good. Excuse me. 1 second. Let me get some water. Sorry about that. I had to get something to drink. Okay, that's better. Okay, so Davy said 200 is not enough, but something is better than nothing at all. After all, the court at all also count your blessings. Yes, today I take anything within reason. I would definitely take it because it could pay a bill. It could keep you from stressing out. And let's talk about the stress behind these bills, the stress behind wishing for the stimulus, the stress behind you not knowing where your help is coming from. When you paid into your taxes and stuff, you should be able to look forward to that. Okay. Darius said, oh God. Okay. And Kenneth says, why her internet is no good? Is it not good? I can't answer to you what's going on with the internet because, I don't really know what's going on with the internet. And I don't know if it's the internet or if it's the school program. All I know is either way, she's being affected by that because she needs that both to work to get her education. And so what happens when she loses those learning days or those learning moments, is that keeping her behind? It's another struggle, right? And the kids shouldn't have to struggle. Okay, Anna says, yes, you're right, Davy. Yeah, we don't know what's going on, but you guys tell me, are you guys teaching your kids at home? Do you have to go to work? How does that work? Do you have to leave your kids home to teach themselves? Or maybe you have your parent or someone to help you out, but can they really help your kids? So, tell me how that's affecting you and your family. That's really, really a crucial point. And the kids' socialization. They miss the other kids. They really don't want to be at home all these months and nonstop. It's really no socialization. So how do they replace that? They don't. Anna says, yes, you're right, Davy. Okay, so let's talk about what happens if you can't make ends meet. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? One thing you can do is you can figure out how to, if let's say you drive and go here, there, and you're always driving around. I would slow down on that for sure. I would think twice before I move the car. And if you move the car, is it a necessary move? That's very, very important. I was on unemployment and I went back to work. I've been back to work about 2 months now. I actually went when they stopped the $600 because I couldn't make it. I just really couldn't make it. And so, now I'm rooting for everybody else that's still on unemployment because they still need help. And I'm hoping and praying that they bring back the help for them. It's very important. I know a lot of jobs that have permanently closed down. So some people don't even have a job to go back to. Okay. Roxana says, my son learns at home. I work weekends and my husband works during the week. Oh, beautiful. You all work that out. That is beautiful. Beautiful. So how does your son like it learning at home? Does he like it? Does he miss his friends? Do he want to go to school? How do you think the learning process is working out, Roxana? Let's talk about that, guys. And also, what happened to the 4 months from the last year, well, the beginning of this epidemic that the kids lost out on? Are they going to really, really behind? And are they going to, what's that yearly test that they all take that they have to pass? Are they going to still do that? I'm trying to think of the name of it. If you guys can think of it, let me know because I can't think of the name right now. Okay, Roxana says, but he does miss his friends. Yes, that's a problem. And he couldn't even visit his friends because of the epidemic. So that's a real problem. I know some kids, they're on the game system all day or all night, and normally their parents would stop them and give them a time frame, but the parents don't even do that now because that's their only socialization. Roxana said, right. Okay. So you see, guys, one of the things that we are facing is, how do we survive? So let's go back and talk to the older people and see how they survived in hard times and what did they do and what suggestions do they have? Because believe me, they got some stories. Okay, Davy says, I have a nephew doing virtual schooling. I'm pretty sure he missed friends. Oh, yes, I'm pretty sure he does too. I bet you he wish if he could turn back the hands of time, he could be in school with his friends. And Kenneth says, it's tough when you get older and your job gets eliminated and you have to go find work. I've been there. Kenneth, I agree with you. Now, Kenneth, you know I'm 67 years old, right? And I went back to work 2 months ago. I was actually working before that. So I've been working the last year. I retired at 64 and a half. And I was staying home for a couple of years and I couldn't make it. So I had to go back to work. So even older people have to do what they can to survive because it's all about survival. And it's not easy. I get home, I'm extremely tired. I'm sure much more tired than I was 20 years ago. But you know what? I got to just keep going because no matter what, we got to make it to the end, right? So I know it's tough, but you hang in there and there's a job out there for you. Because at first I was thinking, well, you know, nobody may not want to hire somebody older, but there's somebody out there that will hire you no matter what age. You'd be surprised. So you just keep trying and I'm rooting for you. Okay. Anna says, will if family members need help, that's when we step in to help them. Family is always there for each other no matter what. God is good. Great attitude, Anna. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it's going to be a crown waiting on you, girl. I'm telling you, that's beautiful. And that's what we all have to do. Family, friends, we all now have to stick together because before, you know, we were separated by levels like maybe the middle financial bracket, the lower bracket, the rich. We're all on the same level now. You know, we may not be there with the rich, but the middle class and the lower paying jobs are all the same now because once you lose them, it doesn't matter what you was making before. It's all the same now. Broke is broke, right? Okay. So we all need to help each other, have each other's back, because that's really, really what it's all about. And I think that's why, you know, sometimes these calamities happen is for us to realize that, you know, no, you're not a giant alone. You're not. You need help. Everybody needs help. So you're no different than no one else. Okay? Okay, so Kenneth said, my helpful hint to save money is to grow your own food from the seeds you dry out from veggies you bought at the store. That's a great idea. Oh my goodness. Instead of throwing those seeds away, save them. You guys listen to what Kenneth said. That is such a marvelous idea. Marvelous. And you can grow those seeds and have your own vegetables. I love it. I love it. And Kenneth said, amen, sister, 65. So are you 65, Kenneth? Let us know. Roxana said, yes, God is good. Yes, he is, Roxana. And Roxana said, I honestly see it as a humbling time. Slow down and know God is in control. Yes, it is definitely a humbling time. Like I said before, we might have been too busy to recognize other people's struggles or your own struggle, because some of us was just spending money with them charge cards, and we thought it was no end in sight. And it wasn't until the money pit stopped when we realized that we couldn't pay those charge cards. So I think that reality check set in, along with a lot of our spending and bills and stuff like that. You know, we got to get real. We got to get real. Okay. Davy says, we all need someone to lean on. Yes, we do. So I need you to lean on you. You need to lean on me, and so forth and so forth and so on. You see, we all need each other. We do, we do. And oh my goodness, what a wonderful world it would be if we all did that. I think that this is great. So my YouTube family, I want to thank you guys for leaning on each other tonight, giving each other your advice and your struggles and your and what you would do, and just so that we all can lean on each other and learn from this experience. This is a great experience to learn from. Kenneth said, yes, 65 is still going. Lord willing. Wonderful, 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 Kenneth. Wonderful. So, Kenneth, I don't know how you're doing with your health insurance, but one thing that you might want to look into, AARP have a great health insurance for seniors. You should check that out. Okay. Anna says, it's love, faith in God. Amen. Amen, Anna. That's so true. So true. Diana said, hello. Broke is broke. Amen. Okay. All right. So, listen, Diana, what are you going to do about broke? You know, because you got the power. Everybody's got the power to do something about broke. If we just sit and do nothing, nothing's going to happen. If we just work one job and that job is not paying us enough, we need to get either a second job or a better job paying more. And by the way, everybody who don't think that they have the ability to make more, that's not true. Your experience from wherever you've worked at is enough experience for you to move up to the next job. So if that job won't give you a raise, just find the next one who will give you the raise, because that next job is going to look at your experience as a positive for them. And they're going to reward you for that. And don't settle for less. Don't go over to the next job asking for the same money that you're making at the old job. No, you need to promote yourself. You need to ask for increase yourself. Okay? Okay. And Brenda says, I appreciate the various suggestions of everyone about the cleaning supplies. Great, Brenda. And they're going to leave that on the comment section for you so that you'll know how to make them. And who knows, maybe you can put your own twist on that and market it, Brenda. Why not? Okay. Kenneth says, knowledge is always helpful. My brother told me about a cheaper dentist in town that I would not have known about without his help. Yes, and also because you got a dialogue going with your brother. You know, that's one thing that another thing we don't do. We don't dialogue with each other so that we can help each other. But it's good to get food for thought from each other because I don't know everything, you don't know everything, and you know, together we can really find out some information that can help move us forward. So good for you talking with your brother. That's beautiful. And you know, dentist is another thing that they you know they're struggling too. So when you go in there and you need a filling, they might tell you you need a root canal. You may or may not need a root canal, but you have to decide whether or not you can afford a root canal. Because a root canal, you know, you got to go at least 2 or 3 times for them to work on that root canal. So every time you walk in the office, now that's a payment. So you have to decide whether or not that's something that you can afford to get done or not. So everything that we used to do, we need to rethink now when it comes to the word money. Can I afford that? Is that necessary? You know, well, if I go over here today and pay this, am I going to have enough money to put gas in the car to get to work? Or, you know, I can't invite people over for dinner anymore unless everybody brings a dish. And whatever they bring, that's what you all eat. Don't worry about whether somebody's bringing meat or not. Whatever they bring, that's what you all eat. Whatever you cook, whatever they cook, and then you just enjoy each other and communicate like that. So listen, guys, what else I wanted to talk to you about? Oh, so I just want to remind you guys to put your requests on my channel on the comment section so that I won't forget it. And so I can just really, really, really enjoy making these dishes for you. And of course, like the sweet potato pie, I'm going to try to make that different than I made before because that gives me a challenge and you want me to put forth my best. So you guys, how do you think that, do you feel that I'm serving you well? Is it something that you want to see from me? Is it something that you want changed? This is the time you can ask me any question, and if I can, I'll answer it to you to the best of my ability. Anna says, make your own business at home. We all have some talent. Just see what's you good at and go for it. Crafts, cooking, talking, taking care of people, baking, and so on. So true, Anna. I am coming up with a video that I'm going to teach you about starting your own home-based business. And I know you may say, oh, I can't start no business. Well, you already been running your business. If you've been running a house, you've been running a business. The only difference is that you're going to now run that for other people. You know, sell your product to other people, right? And the reason why I'm saying that you should start a home-based business is there's a lot of benefits that you can get from that tax-wise. So if you pay taxes, let's say you work and they take taxes out of, and everybody give me a thumbs up, please. That would be great. Let's say you work and they take taxes out of you. Well, at the end of the year, they're going to decide how much the government's going to keep of those taxes and how much they're going to give to you. Whereas if you had a home-based business, you're going to be able to keep a lot of the pot that you wouldn't have been able to keep. You'll be able to keep because you'll have those tax deductions. So look forward to that video. That's coming out definitely real soon. And I'm going to teach you from A to Z how to start a home-based business and how to make it profitable so that you can, and oh, by the way, you can employ your children. Yes, you heard me. You can employ your children. Oh, can you believe that? Okay, so your daughter takes the trash out. That's her job. She can get paid. That's in the tax laws. So all of these laws, we may not know nothing about it because we're so busy running to these jobs or trying to manage the money that we do get, and we don't know these loopholes. So I'm going to teach you all about those loopholes because my job is to bring you along, to help you, to bring the ideas and the information to you so that you can help yourself, okay? Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be sitting here tonight. And so I have to deliver. And so I'm going to teach you that. That's very, very, very important. And I'm going to give you a lot of different ideas of businesses that you could be doing. Oh, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. There's businesses on the internet that you don't have to touch nothing. They click on it. They order what they want to order from that company. That company sends it out to them. You don't touch nothing. All you do is just get your rewards, your money. So Grandma Ray is going to talk to you about that. Okay. Anna says extra money. Yes, we need extra money. We do. Because no matter how much you save, there's always something coming along to eat at it, to eat at it, to eat at it. And yes, you do continuously save, but what if you could save more based on you making more extra money, right? You know, forget about the fact that you may be tired when you get home. Tired or no tired, you got to get it done. And that's what it's all about, right? Okay. So, Anna said, that's right. Anna said, work from home. Yes, work from home if you can. That's beautiful because then you don't have to pay any overhead, right? You go try to get a building. Now you got to pay the rent, the gas bill, the light bill, the taxes for running the business and all of that. Forget all of that. Just do that right from home. Okay, Roxana said, thank you, Grandma Ray, and everyone for a good conversation. I need to catch my Z's to work tonight. God bless. God bless you. And don't work too hard. Thank you for participating. I appreciate it. Okay. Okay, great. So guys, I have some new programs coming up. I'm not prepared to give you that information tonight, but I am definitely going to give you that information. So look forward to all the things that I told you that's coming forward so that we can all keep moving forward. And as we move forward, I would like for you to come on here, tell others how you moved forward and what you did so that they can grow too. And everybody that's watching, if you didn't give a thumbs up, could you give a thumbs up before we close out the program? And it's very, very important, guys, that you share the videos, okay? Because when you share the videos, you know, especially the Thanksgiving videos, it's just like you bringing that dish to their house, because when you share it, you give them an idea and they know how to make it. And then now they can have that for their Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving is about sharing and caring. And so let's share the videos, okay? Thank you for that thumbs up. I appreciate it. And the last thing that I want to bring home to you is I went shopping today and I purchased items to show you how to take. I think I spent $22, around $22, maybe a little, maybe another dollar, maybe $22 to $23 on breakfast items. And I'm going to show you how to feed your family, a family of 4, with that $22. And I am definitely going to be able to feed them over 7 days breakfast. Oh, you don't want to miss this. This is one for the books. So, look forward to that. And I look forward to sharing and loving and caring on you. I appreciate all the help, all the help. Brenda said, I appreciate your word of the day, Grandma Ray. Oh, okay. Thank you, Brenda. Brenda loves the word of the day. So why don't I give you a word of the day to end the program? Let's see. The word of the day. The word of the day is lift someone up. Lift yourself up. So when you lift someone else up, it's just like you giving them a financial blessing, because everything is not about money. Maybe their morale is down and you say something to bring them joy. Maybe they're depressed and maybe they really can't see their way, but they know that you showed love, and so therefore they hold on a little longer. Maybe you can lift yourself up by doing something about your situation. Because when you do something about your situation and you see results, not only are you happy, but you're happy to share that information with others, right? So lift yourself up, lift others up, because in this day and time, we need lifted up. That's the word of the day. Okay, guys, I love you. Bye. Bye, everybody. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time, okay? Okay, bye-bye. Bye. Bye, Darius. Bye, Brenda. Brenda said, you lift me up, Grandma Ray. Oh, beautiful, Brenda. Kenneth said bye. Oh, so nice, guys. You guys are so nice. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm signing out, okay? All right. Bye.